Hello everyone, Dave Lamoste here, and today we're back with another laboratory, which is Laboratory 10 Session and Cookies. So part 1, understanding sessions. You have to create file name, session start.php, start session. Okay, we know that already. Store at least 2 values in session. Display the stored values on the page, and then okay, so session start.php we have already created here. Session start php, which starts the session, obviously. So the username and the role are stored here. And a session read.php file to access session variables, and then display the stored values. Okay, so session read, here we have session read also. Then session destroy, that removes all session, end session, and redirects the user. So here we have destroyer of sessions. And then the part 3, which is working with cookies, create cookie.php, setting a cookie. So we have a set cookie here. We have set it to an hour, so that will be equivalent to 3600 seconds. So yeah, after we have created set cookie, we also have to create read and delete cookie. So we have delete cookie here and read cookie here. So for part 4, this is I've commented it here for to save some time. Okay, so inside the PHP comment, so yeah, session generate ID prevents session hijacking by changing the ID after login. So that helps increase the security measures for your system. And then why cookies should not store passwords. No passwords in cookies. Cookies are plain text. Anyone using the PC can read them. So you should not store passwords on cookies. And what XSS means and how it threatens cookies. XSS, or cross-site scripting, scripts can steal cookies unless protected. So that's what XSS mean. Importance of HTTP only flag. This flag prevents JavaScript from accessing the cookie, so stops theft. So if ever there are any bad attempts or bad malicious attempts for your system or thefts, then this prevents the JavaScript from doing that. So why secure flag is required on HTTPS? Secure flag ensures the cookie is only sent over encrypted HTTPS connection. So that's very important. Okay, so let's proceed to part 5. Login.php form, user password, login process, retrieves data from post, checks username, password if they match the so I have stores users info and then redirects to a protected page. So create a dashboard.php, excuse me. So for this specific I'll explain later. Okay, so add a logout link. Part 6, persistent login using cookies. Update your login form with a checkbox. Remember how persistent systems work. Modify login process.php. Remember mischeck username. Okay, so it should store the username, then expiration to at least 7 days. Modify login.php. Test your system by closing the browser, opening the page again, and then checking if the persistent login works. So apply what students researched earlier, then at least 3 of the following: session generate, validate user inputs, HTTP only for cookies, unset sessions, store minimal and safe data, combine everything into one module. Okay, so let's proceed. This project doesn't require doesn't say specifically for an SQL database for the login, so I have created a login database SQL for this, so that the login or the session would work seamlessly. For example, here I have my dashboard here. Let's say user can't log in if they don't have a password, a stored password and user, so we have to create a database for that, and session won't work without those. So I've modified the dashboard a bit, this one, and then I've the login also, and then the SQL here. So created the lab auth DB for this specific laboratory. So let's try logging in. So I have here the admin, and then 1234 as password, remember me, log in. So admin is now logged in, and stored session and cookie data. Here we have the stored sessions and cookies. So yeah, that's basically it for this specific laboratory. It has a login, login process, dashboard, log out, set cookie, and read cookie. Use sessions for authentication, support persistent login via cookie. So for authentication, let me show you this. Say let's copy this path, dashboard.php, log out. Okay, so dashboard.php. What happens if the user is logged out? So it should not redirect to this page. Okay, so it redirects back to login.php, which is good because excuse me, because that's what this laboratory is all about. So yeah, search should not let the user pass unless he's really logged in. So that's it for this specific laboratory. Thank you, and I hope you have a lovely Merry Christmas.